Great night. Good night, everybody. So it was like raining, like something, yeah, a piece of hair was on my lip. So it was like raining like all day here in the Sumter, South Carolina area. It was like raining all day here. Get out, Arrow. So I'm just enjoying a good old rainy night. Let's come to chit chat with you, guys. If you're gonna watch the replay, hashtag or talk. Let's talk about what you think if you're gonna watch the replay. If you coming on, feel free to comment. I'll be flipping the camera back and forth. We're gonna chop it up about this NBA Youngboy. We're gonna talk about this and all the hype and what's going on. He's shutting Columbia, South Carolina down, which he had like 2 concerts at the Colonial Life Arena. He had that this past weekend. So I'm going, you know, my friend, you know, she texted me on yesterday, you know, she was asking me, did I know what was going on in Columbia? I'm like, what going on? Whatever. So she was just sending me like the videos of you know, NBA Youngboy stuff like different clips of what was going on in Colombia, and how it's like a lot of stuff going on with that tour, and already like a lot of controversy. And that would kind of make me talk about this. And it's like kind of big out there. And I know if you like on TikTok, you'll see, I saw like 2 videos already about somebody car gotten broken into, you know, fights and things like that pertaining to this concert. You know, I will say that's not in, that's them, that young generation. So I don't know, I don't listen to him, so I don't know, you know, much about his music, but there is a lot. He's heating up the internet, so there's like a lot of stuff that's going on. So so as you come in, feel free to like drop down. I'm gonna share, you know, some of the clips and different things about NBA Youngboy. So before I get started, he got a tour going on. You know what I'm saying? So I did a little research. So he has a tour going on called MASA. So that is Make America Slime Again. You know, so that's his tour, which started September the 1st, and he has 45 shows. So that's what's going on. I think in the Chicago the tour is banned. So here in South Carolina, you had like they security tight, Trump tight. So you had like police, different stuff like that, feds, different stuff like trying to like protect, you know, citizens, because it's like a huge thing, making sure security is beef and all that. So we're gonna get into that, guys. I'm gonna flip this camera over. We're gonna get into that. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this in some, so y'all watch. This is in South Carolina. This is my state.
It's a busy night in Columbia. The Colonial Life Arena is hosting rapper Youngboy Never Broke Again.
I don't own the rights.
Well known as NBA Youngboy for the latest tour, Stop on his tour, and there are major security plans in place ahead of what is expected to be a 2-night event. Watch Fox News' Mike White joins us live from the arena with an update. Mike, what can folks expect?
Thanks, Friendy. Is Youngboy better? That's been the question across his fans and music the last 5 years or so. And I think the recent turnout to his tour, the Make America Slime Again tour, has answered that question, as he's been selling out all across the nation, including tonight and tomorrow here at the Colonial Life Arena. And many are expecting quite the night, and so is law enforcement when it comes to handling the large crowds. With his concerts making national headlines, NBA Youngboy's Make America Slime Again tour has become a must for many people across the country.
Well, I mean, obviously, NBA Youngboy coming here, great songs, great music, good for the community, you know, bringing us all together as Gamecocks.
Oh, I expect to see a bunch of people grooving, dancing, having a good time. Definitely a lot of people rapping his lyrics.
For students on USC campus, they're expecting quite the turnout and show tonight for the fan favorite rapper.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's like a lot of fans in the area, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like really fun.
However, law enforcement is not taking any chances tonight with the concert. Columbia Police Department Deputy Chief Melron Kelly sharing the following Facebook post on Monday about enhanced restrictions for the show. Concert goers are not allowed to bring in any sort of bags into Colonial Life Arena. Drop-off and pickup locations are only at the intersections of Lincoln and Green Street and College and Lincoln Street. And any concert attendees are not allowed to wear any ski masks or face coverings.
Let's see, for NBA Youngboy, I'm expecting a lot of people, so I'm expecting the house to be full. I'm expecting to be a rowdy night, and yeah, I'm expecting it to be fun.
And as the Colonial Life Arena is expecting back-to-back sold-out shows tonight and tomorrow, everyone is hoping for that one favorite song of theirs to make the set list.
I Came Through. Great song. 4 in the morning, started calling me down. Boom. Like, great line. So super excited for that song in specific.
Now, doors open at 6:30 p.m., and as we're still over an hour away from that mark, crowd's energy is still rising, and so is law enforcement when it comes to making sure everything is running smoothly tonight. Reporting in Columbia, Mike White, Watch Fox News, Local First.
So that was Columbia. That was, I want to say that was that would have been, that's Friday, and no, that was Thursday, Friday night, the concert. So since those events, there been some, some robberies and things like that. So being that, okay, it's a history behind this artist, which I wrote down a lot of things. There's some history behind him. I know that feds, they're saying, we're on the street, that feds are ready to shut this concert down, because it's a lot of like violence attached to this. Like you got public safety risk. You got in Dallas and Atlanta, they're a high risk of stuff because of some type of controversy and beef he had like with the artist. So they're looking to like beef up security as well. Now in South Carolina, I guess they do it just to keep it safe, and the like being he's like a big star in, you know what I'm saying, like in our town. So just making sure that everything is smooth, as you see that no face mask, no bags, making sure there's no like activity going on at the concert. So, and I'm thinking that's all over, you know what I'm saying, being that the recent events that, which I'm gonna get into, that Youngboy, NBA Youngboy has been involved in, okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so the special guest supposed to be on this tour, supposed to be Offset, No Cap. These are his opening acts, Tootsie and others. Now, the clips I saw, like I said, my friend was sharing me the clips over there on TikTok. The clips I saw, like of the Colonial Life Arena. Like I saw clips that's like, I guess like before he came on, like it was packed. It was packed. You see, like the students were just talking about like how, what they expect. And my husband was saying like a lot of his soccer players, like they went to the concert and things like that. So Columbia, South Carolina was lit. So this is the controversy that's involved, and I know if you are a NBA Youngboy fan, you know about his music, you want to chime in the comments, feel free. So a lot of the controversy behind that. Okay, so in 2021 he was under house arrest. Okay, 2021 to 2024 for a federal charge for firearms. Okay. So he was first charged in Louisiana. That's where he's from. He's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He was sentenced to 23 months in prison. He was released on probation April 25th, April 2025. Okay. And they were saying that he got pardoned by President Trump. Okay. So he got a pardon from President Trump, and we're going to get into that. So, I think he was on, like I say, house arrest for different charges. And while he was on house arrest, he got arrested again. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, criminal stuff associated with him. In 2024, he got a guilty plea. He pleaded guilty to a federal gun charge. And this is 2024. And in this year, April 2025, which I didn't know, he received a presidential pardon from Donald Trump. I just said that earlier. The concert, Chicago United Center, was canceled due to potential violence relating to his past incidents. So it's a lot attached to that stuff. So you already know if he whatever he got arrested for, and if it was like people involved, he got guns and things like that. That stuff is gonna follow. Those type of crowd, that's gonna follow. Cause I heard, this is just stuff like clips I was hearing and seeing on TikTok, that if they shut the concert down, you know, cause they say they're trying to stop it, the tour. If they shut it down in Atlanta, he talking about he's still gonna do some street performance. He's still gonna perform. You know what I'm saying? Whether if he say he got to be on the street rapping, he gonna be performing. So that's what the people say down there on the TikTok down there. And I was talking about like how it's already like stuff craziness going on, people breaking into people's cars, and some foolishness and stuff going on with that, you know, associated with this concert, with this artist. Money. He made over 100 million. This was in 2023. And why he made that much money? Because he sell a part of his catalog. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, you know, he was arrested, so he sell a part of his catalog. That's how he made most of his money in tours. And I think he branded with Academics, the clothing brand. So that's how he got most of his money. Okay, let's get into some fun facts for NBA Youngboy. You know, like his history, pretty much his real name and things like that. Okay, so his real name is Kentrell, and he's a baby. That is a baby. Like I said, I don't listen to his music or whatever. I just happen to hear the hype. Like I said, you know, I've heard different people did videos about him and how he's selling out, you know, the shows and things like that. Okay, so his real name is government name is Kentrell Deshaun Gaulden. He was born October the 20th, 1999. He's 26 years old, born in Baton Rouge. NBA stands for Never Broke Again, and that's the name of the album, Never Broke Again. And he, you know, that the baby married too. He's married to Jaslyn Michelle Hayes. They got married in 2023. He got 13 children. That boy he got 13 children. 8 sons, 3 daughters, and I think one is on the way, wife pregnant. Also, he had a baby by Floyd Mayweather daughter. They were in a relationship, so that's a fun fact. He had a baby by her. They're not together. Like I say, he's married as of now. So that's interesting. You know, married, got already him and Nick Cannon, they running up their neck to neck with all these kids. And like I said, he was born. He's pretty young. I think he's 26. He's 26 years old. Okay, so these are some of his music. And I'm gonna get into another video. So his songs are, and this is 2025. Like he was putting out music since he was 15 years old. So he been putting out music since he was 15. Okay, so a few of his songs off of this album Youngboy Never Broke Again is Shot Calling, Diesel, Finest, Where I Been, Top Things, Rich Junkie, Massa. That's the name of his tour. So Not Sorry, 86 Players, Out the Window, Nutsy, Misconception, When Time Passed, If You Need Me, I Need a Doctor, Peeping, Lost and Crazy Love, Kickboxer, and that's just to name a few. He got a long catalog. I was just curious just to kind of see like what his concerts are looking like. So I'm gonna see, and like I said, the content is for fair use. I don't own the rights to the content, so we're gonna see another video on Right Foot Creep. That was something he performed. This wasn't in Colombia. This was something he performed somewhere else. So we gonna okay, so let's see, can I go to one of his concerts in Birmingham? A live performance. Okay. Okay, so what we gonna watch? Again, I don't own the rights. We gonna watch his performance, Right Foot Creep. And we gonna this is how pause. This is how the crowd is looking. And y'all excuse the ads.
Gregory love triangle. I'm here with the drama.
Hang tight.
It better be. I need some excitement.
Okay, so it looked like to me that's like some trap music, because from the visuals, it like an old trap house, the hood, the power line down, the tree ain't got no leaves or nothing on it, the branches going from the tree. So it looks, I think this is more like he do trap music. Like I said, I never listened to his music, but that's what it sounds like to me. Like it's more trap stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then they talk about, the weapons and things like that there. So like I say, I can't pay attention to the words, because this is like a live, so I can't like really understand and decipher what is he saying in the video here. So that's kind of what this is giving. So this is a type of crowd and things like that, the type of stuff that's being attracted like to the concerts and stuff. So that's why I guess the security is beefed up with this here. And then based off of a lot of stuff, he was charged with, and also a lot of his charges. Let me find my paper, because I had to write like a lot of stuff down, because like I said, I was just doing research on him. A lot of his charges are drug related as well. It's not just gun related. What you call that thing? Forgery, embezzlement, a lot of stuff he was connected with. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just possession of it was drug charges, possession of stolen firearms. He also did, like I say, forgery, things like that. So he did like a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, he got pardoned. So I need to do some more research on that, like as to why he got pardoned with that. So when you things like that, people like when people go to concerts and stuff like that, that's the type of stuff you going that's why I see why the people cars getting broken into. Why, you can't, wear certain gear and paraphernalia and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's about what the artist is presenting. You know what I'm saying? That's why that, I guess the type of people he attract. Okay, so we're gonna do another video on. I like to a lot of time. I like to look at like the background, like before fame. Like what was his life like before fame? What are some of his what was some of his values? Who influenced him and things like that. So I like to kind of look behind the scenes. So we gonna watch when he did an interview from Billboard. So y'all bear with me. I'm gonna try to find that. And they got the whole NBA Youngboy Houston tour concert. They got the whole live on YouTube. They got the whole live. And then it's different clips of the Youngboy goons get at security. So I'm going to show y'all this. And then before I get into the other video, because I just saw that. So we're going to look at this. After the commercial. To show you like how they really get down. So then I think that's the reason why Fez is trying to stop
You
it.
should block her. Those kind of people that want success and money and all.
Okay, so I'm going to flip it over. I don't know why the sound is not on my end. I don't know if they bleep it out, but just even if you can't hear it, just look at the action of it. I don't know why it's bleeped out. See how the controversy is with that, the fighting? See how packed that was? And see, I wouldn't.
Is for one and
Okay, so we're gonna watch another one. I'm not gonna watch the whole video, but because something else is pop up. Versus Jay the youngin, the street beef that ended. So this him again, this NBA young boy. So it carries until the concerts and wherever he goes. So that's why people got to be careful. My opinion.
You don't give a fuck about none of that. You just be hiding. We were the headhunters, man. Come on, man. You put that fucking comment on my post. They laughed about this, but I was laughing when your baby mama gagged all on my. I want his brains on top to pay me right on side. He a shredhead, we leave him smoked out on some rock. We cloud the whole thing. You check the news, you know what up with me.
Deadly shooting in Bogalusa. The family of the victim, Javoria Scott, known as Jay the Youngin, they say that he was standing outside of his home on Superior Avenue when someone opened fire, killing the rapper.
We were the headhunters, man. 223's to the whole scene. 38.
Also breaking right now, 2 people were shot tonight in Bogalusa. Sources are telling us one of the victims is a rapper with a long criminal history who goes by J. Youngin.
In the mid-2010s, the city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was flooded with rising talent in the rap game. A group and label known as TBG was on the rise. A kid from Baton Rouge named Contrell Galden had been writing songs ever since he was in elementary school.
Okay, so this is what I was telling y'all earlier. This is NBA Youngboy. Yeah, when he was 15. So that was him at 15. Just to let y'all see that.
He recorded his first song in 2012 at the age of 12, titled For a Reason. Contrell's lifelong dream was to become a famous rapper, but he was caught up in the harsh streets of Baton Rouge. In 2014, Contrell decided to really focus more on his rapping career under the stage name Youngboy. He would eventually be mentored by TBG, being close friends with TBG member G Money, who Youngboy viewed as an older brother. He would drop the track NBA on January 25th, 2015, where he would introduce his own crew, known as Never Broke Again. He would follow up by dropping his debut mixtape Life Before Fame on April 10th, 2015. This mixtape was released under TBG, as their logo can be displayed on the bottom of the project. Shortly after the release of this mixtape, Youngboy would have a falling out with TBG. If you want a more in-depth look into his beef with TBG, check out the video I made on that. I'll leave the link in the description. Youngboy would drop his second mixtape on December 1st, 2015 called Mind of a Menace. Youngboy was quickly gaining buzz around this time. During this time, a kid from Bogalusa, Louisiana named Javarius Scott would begin pursuing his rap career under the stage name JD Youngin after getting kicked off his high school basketball team. Bogalusa is about an hour and a half away from Baton Rouge. Bogalusa is a small city with a population of just 10,000 people. In 2016, Youngboy would continue his crazy momentum, releasing his mixtape Mind of a Menace 2 on April 1st, 2016. This would be the first project where he was now officially under the stage name NBA Youngboy, adding the Never Broke Again collective to his name. Later that month, on April 29th, JD Youngin would drop his first track titled Stick Up, along with his best friend FG Famous. JD Youngin and FG Famous were both a part of the gang known as 23. The 23 gang were allegedly trafficking guns throughout Bogalusa. In the summer of 2016, Youngboy continued exploding in popularity, dropping his mixtape Before I Go on June 27th. This was just the beginning, because in August of that year, Youngboy would become a household name. On August 4th, he dropped his track 38 Baby, along with the music video. After this, it was clear that Youngboy was up next, and he didn't seem to be slowing down. Around this time, NBA Youngboy and JD Youngin would actually end up linking up, as the two had a mutual respect for each other. On October 28th, 2016, NBA Youngboy dropped his breakout mixtape 38 Baby. On that same day, JD Youngin dropped his debut mixtape Young Animal. On this mixtape is a track titled Up With Me, featuring none other than Youngboy, marking their first official collaboration together. After this, it was clear that both Youngboy and JD Youngin were both cool with each other. Unfortunately, NBA Youngboy would end up getting locked up in November of 2016 for attempted murder as alleged retaliation for the death of his cousin Buzilla. While Youngboy was behind bars, JD Youngin would continue dropping mixtapes throughout 2017. In May of 2017, Youngboy would end up being released from prison after taking a plea deal. On June 2nd, JD Youngin collaborated with Youngboy's right-hand man, OG3, for the track No Mask.
Okay. Y'all get the gist. So this, me personally, what I think, this is my views and opinions expressed by me, blogging with April. I think it's some ongoing beef going on. You know what I'm saying? You got retaliation, people been unalive, people still repping whatever, and they still gotta, people feel like they still got to, just show up or whatever. So when you think about it, just kind of thinking about stuff like this here. Whenever you go to certain artists' concerts, you gotta think about, what's attached to these artists. Who's attached? It's nothing for it. Okay, even though I know NBA Youngboy, he's famous. He don't live in them hoods like that. I hope he don't. You know what I'm saying? I hope he elevated from that. So like the past sometimes still follows you. The past still follows you, and then them people, and they real mad now because you are famous and you in the limelight. So that's why his security, they got to be on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they really have to be on it. So a lot of that stuff, and then you got people being unalive. It just keeps, it's a panic cycle. It just keep going and going and going. you know, so stuff like that there, you know, and I heard like his ticket prices. Okay, so it ranges. We talk about the ticket price. So ticket prices can start from $65, depending on the city and state. It depends on where you at, what seat you got, things like that. So $65, and it can go up to like hundreds, depending on like where you sitting and VIP and all that. So yeah, then you see like when like the couple of clips I showed you, you see like the videos are so it's like packed to capacity. People got the camera phone, you know, it's sold out. Like a lot of stuff, the clips I was seeing on TikTok and stuff, and on YouTube, he has a pretty good massive crowd, you know. So you got this to me, that large of a crowd and the type of crowd, to me, I would be kind of nervous by going somewhere like that, and also the affiliation of that, you know. So now we're about to watch, like, he's gonna talk about, you know, his upcoming, you know, before they talk a little bit about before he got famous, he started off, you know, getting arrested, and they didn't say if he finished school or not, but he had talent. You know, he made music. He was determined. He was doing this at the age of 15. He was locked up and still making music. Like this last album, he did this thing locked up. The album, the concert he's touring now, he did it locked up. So I'm gonna find it, y'all. Bear with me. Like me personally, something like that, y'all. I would be kind of nervous. Just to kind of live in, you know, that type of lifestyle. Find it. Okay, so we're gonna watch this. This is his interview. I like to make sure we get past the ads and stuff.
Yeah, I think Taylor was an ordinary ship.
Skip it. No story. Just tell him about the plan.
I want to know the story.
There's treasure. It'll be in New York tomorrow.
Okay, so let me flip this, guys.
I do want to feel positive about myself though one day. Like, alright, you did it. Nothing's wrong with you. You're okay to walk this earth. You're not a bad person. You're not someone who's fucking it up. I'm just curious on the man that I'm going to become. I think I grew out of liking music, like the love for it. But it's like, it's therapy. It's the only way I can express myself. And as I sit down behind the mic and just let things flow out of my mouth, I feel relieved. Man, I was flooded with millions of dollars from the time I was 16 all the way to this point in my life. And I woke up one morning and I was like, damn, they got me. Man, look at the shit I spoke about. Look at the shit I put in these people's ears. Man, I feel very wrong about a lot of things. How many lives I actually am responsible for when it comes to my music. How many kids and people have gotten caught or put this shit in their ears and actually hurt someone. And now I'm sitting back like, damn, I can't do it all in one day. But I promise to clean whatever I can clean, but it's gonna take time. I actually want to get rid of all of these cars. I can't drive any of them. I think I'd rather just fill my garage with antique cars until I do get a little freedom where I can double back and purchase some of these where I can have my fun in. That's my accountant, Miss Quintina, making sure I handle the money I was blessed with properly.
I can feel when he needs me to be that. And so that accounting hat, I take it off when he needs me to be human, when he needs somebody to talk to. Whatever he needs me to be, that's what I am for him.
Well, my grandmother was my everything. That was my protection, my comfort. She was my angel, my protector. So as she died, I think like just this very big difference inside everything.
Like, he got a big heart. Like, he love people. Like, if he love you, he love you. You know what I mean?
One of his good friends brought him over to me, and after one session, he was like, man, he doesn't really mess with nobody, but he likes you. He was like, I don't know what that is. So it was just kind of natural, like, just our chemistry and our bond just kept growing and kept growing. And I consider him a brother.
I'm not famous. I don't think about it. I just know a lot of people that know me, I guess. I'm terrified of people. I'm very scared of people. Like on my kids. I'm terrified of people. And I'm very shy. But I never know why once I walk on the stage, I can get it done and leave. I'm terrified of people. People are cruel. It's like you can't control all this stuff. So you never know what someone will do you.
I always, knew what he was doing and what he had going on, his music and his buzz, and was impressed with what he achieved being from where we're from. And I mean, they are some of the hardest working people in the music business. I think his legacy will be himself. He's not going to be compared to anybody. He's setting the tone and standing out by his work ethic.
I always wanted to be a rapper. This was always my dream. I never had a plan B. That's what I was set on becoming. And that's what it was. You can't be on top forever. You know? There's always to be another artist. But there'll never be another young boy. I will not be provoked. I will not be broken. And I'm not going back to where I used to be. Accept it or not, I ain't going back. I only get more groovy from here. And I walk out this door, it's gonna be a whole lot of doing.
Kind of touching. That was kind of sad a little bit. He was talking about that he's shy, and I think a lot of that is, from a counselor standpoint, I think that could be like PTSD to like him, being in jail and the attempted murder and all that stuff like that there. And then they said he was raised by his grandmother. That was his inspiration, and she's deceased now. So that's a little sentiment with that. Let me see if I can play one more thing. And I would like for you guys to you know, to drop your comments, even if you're gonna watch the replay. Okay, I think this is gonna be try to make this be the last video. Now never be broke again. That's a good self-fulfilling prophecy to say over yourself. And okay. Trying to type this in, guys. I'm trying to see if I can do the pardon video. Okay, let's see what this does.
No one does you like you. A true original. It may be that one and only laugh of yours.
I don't own the right to the ads either.
Yes.
Just into the Fox.
Okay, so this is gonna be the last video I'm gonna watch. This is about the pardon.
Newsroom, Louisiana rap artist NBA Youngboy says he's been pardoned by President Trump after being sentenced by a Utah judge to 2 years in federal prison on gun-related charges last November. The rapper, whose real name is Kentrell Galvin, announced on social media he is among several people pardoned by the president this week. Last year, Galvin acknowledged having possessed weapons despite being a convicted felon. He reached an agreement to resolve all state charges against him and pleaded guilty to 2 federal charges.
Okay. So
God still provides for them and watches over them.
okay. So that was the thing he was saying, that he was pardoned for his charges or whatever. So I just kind of wanted to come on and touch bases a little bit about NBA Youngboy. He is currently on tour, so to kind of just follow that and see like what happens. So far as it's like what I saw, like again, like what I saw like on TikTok and stuff, there has been some stuff going on, not relating to him, like not him per se, but more of things outside the concert, like fights, people, car getting broken into, things like that. So we gonna see if they gonna shut it down. We gonna see, you know, what this happens. To my understanding, is he off of house arrest? He might be, says he got to be. That was a stupid question. Yeah, because I think he was prior he was like, you saw like the video that he was just like in his home. He couldn't go anywhere and do anything. But only thing they would allow him to do, with that house arrest thing, only thing he could do was shows. It had to be job related, so that could have been like shows, interviews, things like the studio in his home. He could do like work related stuff. So that was his stipulation with the house arrest. So that was his thing with that. So so that's why I'm saying, but y'all be careful if you go into the concert, you buy your tickets and stuff like that. just be careful out there, you know, and just keep your eyes and ears to the streets. You know what I'm saying? If you know you into that type of music and things like that, you know, just I don't know, be safe. You know what I'm saying? If you are going to that concert and things like that, just be safe, guys. So just kind of want to come on and chit chat, guys. So have a great night. Happy Sunday fun day on tomorrow. Get get much needed rest. Make sure you do some type of self-care, you know, and enjoy your family, your loved ones. You know, if you can go to church, go to church. If not, you know what I'm saying? When I don't go, I usually do church online. I do church online. I give I usually like give some part of my day to worship God, you know what I'm saying, in an aspect, you know what I'm saying, as I geared up for a brand new week, want to make sure my week goes good and goes smooth, guys. So thanks for watching again. Guys, this is fair use for education and teaching purposes. I don't own the rights to any of this content. So guys, I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. Blogging with A.